Oops.
Ryan.
Sorry.
What was that?
It was a sex video.
Was it sexy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean,
I just saw like a scramble of body parts.
that's subjective, right? You know?
I'm glad we got that on camera though.
Did we?
Yeah.
Good.
Now you go for it.
Hey guys, welcome once again to the Save Continue Newscast. My name is Ryan Robinson. With me, as always, Tom Shilby,
Hi.
Janae Howard.
Hi.
Every week we get together with stories from the last week that we thought were interesting and wanted to share with you guys. Tom, what do you got?
So the World Health Organization has officially classified gaming disorder as a mental health disorder. We talked about this late last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've actually gone and done it. Thoughts?
You know, a lot of my thoughts about this, about that announcement have been more toward the reaction to that news, wherein, like, it's, I think, it seems like people are taking it as video games are coming under attack, where I don't really think that's what it is at all. I think.
Have you watched media of this news, like news coverage of this? Because it certainly
Yes.
does seem that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, I was listening to an NPR thing on it, and the guy,
NPR-esque.
I can't remember if it was NPR or something else, like, it was just like but the guy who, I guess was like in charge of classifying it or like bringing it up to the table and like what hit the parameters of what is considered a gaming addiction, said that the reason that was stated was just to, I guess, like, put a name on it for those who are seeking help for it, like things in Korea, like people in Korea that have like a really bad gaming addiction, and that is a problem in that society. Like, it's just to like put a name to it.
Sure.
But I've also seen a lot of like news shows be like, now that they get to call it an addiction, say that it's hurting the economy, it's hurting society, it's hurting the kids.
Helping the kids.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Telltale. We talked about Telltale for a bit last week. Telltale is being sued by their former CEO, Kevin Bruner, for breach of contract. Basically saying when they were picked up by Lionsgate that he was pushed out of his position. We talked about it early last year when he left, and I forget the guy's name, but the former CEO of Zynga took over. Remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Telltale's being sued. We talked about some Telltale issues last week and kind of touched on the fact that Telltale is slowly going broke.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting news.
Got off more than they could shoot, didn't they?
Yeah, Telltale's own lawyers in a statement admitted that Telltale is fracturing money rapidly.
Hopefully they get the Guardians of the Galaxy game out.
Sorry?
What did you say?
I said hopefully they get the Guardians of the Galaxy game out.
It's been out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, for a while.
I haven't paid attention to
It
that
did not do well.
No, it did not.
I think, if anything's going to save them, I think it's going to be Walking Dead. But that's what made them, right? Like, they were around before that, but that's what really put them on the map.
Is it another studio making a new Walking Dead game?
Yeah, it's different,
It's
though.
a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if anything's going to help them, it's going to be that. Also, from the looks of that game, it does look like it's a different take on what they've been doing, so that might help. Let's also not forget they lost about 90 employees last year. So, yeah.
I just hope this all doesn't. Let's just hope they don't cave in on themselves before Wolf Among Us 2 comes out.
Sure. The Netherlands has classified loot boxes as gambling and is imposing fines on games that have them. We've already seen Steam react to this by taking any sort of marketplace or loot crate systems out of games like Counter-Strike. But yeah, like they're straight up going after people, like imposing big fines on game developers. So Valve released a statement to them saying, while we don't understand why you're doing this and we don't agree with you, we're going to comply.
Right.
So yeah,
So
that's the thing.
basically, any games sold through Steam in the Netherlands are just not going to have that in there.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, no loot boxes. That doesn't mean like no paid for loot boxes. It just means no loot boxes.
Right. Period.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So according to NPD, State of Decay 2 was the best-selling game of last month.
Oh man, I did not want to bring this up.
Why?
So, NPD accounts for digital sales from PC,
Right.
from Xbox,
Right.
and from PlayStation. They do not account for digital sales for Nintendo. What Microsoft has not come out and said, even when questioned, is whether these sales numbers include all the Game Pass purchases.
You know, I didn't. You know.
And I would assume that they do because I've heard nobody
Wait,
talk
hold on.
about this game.
Game Pass purchases. When you say Game Pass purchases, do you mean downloaded app while
Correct.
after Game Pass?
Correct. When you're on PlayStation Network, when you're on Xbox, right?
Mhm.
Whether it's a PlayStation Plus game or Xbox Live Gold game or a Game Pass game, they are tallied as purchases through those marketplaces.
Whether you pay for it or not.
Correct. If you go to your purchased games on PS4, it's going to show everything you got, even with PS Plus.
Now I gotta wonder if you got a game through Game Pass,
Right.
and then let's say you delete that game,
I don't
and
know.
then you download it again.
I don't know, but I mean, it's a strange thing, right? 2 million sales, right? Right around that, 2 million?
Yeah.
What we don't know is we don't even know if 2 million people use Game Pass or not.
Right. Now I'm wondering if you could fudge the numbers by if someone were to download and then re-download it.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to take away from State of Decay 2. I know you're enjoying it a lot. I've just heard nobody mention it but you.
State of Decay 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard nobody mention it but you, and Microsoft seems to not want to say definitively, yes, this includes Game Pass, no, this does not.
Yeah.
You know?
Makes you think, considering they just bought that studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what do I got? I was trying to impress you guys by remembering what Tom, I was telling you about this. I don't know, Sinead, have you ever used PlayStation Now?
No.
Okay, so, excuse me, PlayStation Now is allegedly going to start allowing for offline downloads of PS4 games initially. That should, if that does come to pass, that should make it, that should put forth the motion for them to start being competitive in line with a service like Game Pass. Whereas the main thing that separated those two things, aside from the offering of games, was the fact that one was streaming games and the other was having to download the games directly. So, we'll see how that goes.
Yes, if you talk to reporting that starts in September.
Yeah. So, I think, even if they're starting with PS4 games, I think that, I was thinking that that eventually we could definitely see PlayStation 3.
I hope so, man.
On PS2.
I really do.
Uh,
For me, the appeal is not paying a monthly fee and having unlimited access to these games.
yeah.
To me, the appeal is having games I can't play on PS4.
Yeah.
But
Sinead, what do you got?
While speaking to an Italian magazine, Multiplayer, Tetsuya Nomura admitted that the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 were announced way too early. That's no surprise.
I was about to say, that's news.
That's a surprise, but the reason why he said that they did announce it when they did was pressure from fans wanting to know what they're working on, and also to make sure leaks and spoilers didn't happen.
Yeah.
Which I feel like are piss poor reasons.
Yeah, because
they are.
Because
Those are real bad reasons.
because if the fans are like, tell us what you're doing.
They wouldn't leave us alone.
And then you do tell them, okay, well, now what are you doing?
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's so
Yeah.
fucking dumb.
Yeah,
you wouldn't leave us alone.
They said they just announced it just because it was gonna the rumors were gonna spread anyway, so they wanted to be on top of it basically.
I feel like let the little rumors spread.
Sure. I think Kingdom Hearts is definitely in a league of its own. 7 Remake, I do think we'll see sooner than later. We've already seen gameplay of 7 Remake. It took us for fucking ever to see gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
I Also, during the Fortnite Pro-Am tournament, YouPorn traffic dropped like 13%.
Well, you know, that makes me like Fortnite a little less.
Can we take it away from the porn?
Sure. I'm more than the porn.
Sure. Hashtag more than the porn.
That's right.
Also, Bethesda is suing Warner Brothers, claiming the Westworld app copied the code of Fallout Shelter. Apparently there was tests, like, I mean, obviously you can have games similar to each other.
Right.
That's why you like see all these like copycat games on the App Store. But they said that the code is like just basically just ripped off.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, no one sees HBO on the lids, you know.
And then just a small thing about Bethesda. Also, I don't remember them talking about it during E3, but apparently those nukes are gonna be really hard to get, and like
We talked about it.
yeah.
Like they talked about you can't do it on your own. You have pieces of a code that other players also have.
Like
Like
killed it for their code.
yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about even like just working with other people. Apparently, it's pretty difficult to do and easy to avoid.
Working with other people is difficult to do.
Oh no, they're saying like
For this specific mechanic.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like that's all the news that we have this week, guys. If you like what you see, listen to us next week. My name is Ryan. That's Tom.
Goodbye.
That's Shanae.
Bye guys.
Later.